Hello and welcome everyone to this video. In this video, I'm going to showcase you how we can go ahead and create conversational agents and how we can interact with the chat agents and probably get a response and send it over an email with the help of API workflows. So let's get started. First, we need to go to the agents and then we need to go to the conversational agent part. Build your agent now. So you'll see here there are two type of agents available. One is autonomous and the other one is conversational. So we are going to select the conversational one. And in this case, we are going to make use of autopilot to help us create the user prompts. I'm just going to go ahead and give the prompt, which will basically be you are a chat assistant responsible for conducting document reviews, analyzing the credit score, and calculating the EMIs for loan application. I'm going to click on generate agent and it will start working on the prompts. So before we go ahead, there are a couple of things you'll notice here. In case of conversational agents, you do not have user prompts as that is something that will be provided by the user. And then if you go to the data manager, you will notice that there are no input outputs in this case. Now that it has created the user prompt, let me just go ahead and review it. We'll see here you an AI chat assistant specializing in loan application process. So I'm just going to accept the prompt here. And then next thing what you need to do is you need to supply the tool. All right. So in this case, I went ahead and created a small workflow that will just send the mail uh, via Gmail, and I have supplied the required input arguments. In this case, recipient, subject, and body. So I'm just going to call this uh, workflow here, send Gmail with inputs, and you will notice that it will pick up all the required input arguments. I'm just going to quickly give the description for them. All right. Um, Next thing here is we need to supply the context. Now I already have a context created. Let me just show you where it is. I'll quickly go to the orchestrator here, and in here you have something called indexes. And for this case, we are going to make use of the review index. Let me just quickly showcase you. So within review index, we are just calling the storage bucket that we have already created. So storage bucket is review guidelines. So if I go to the storage buckets, you'll notice we have review guidelines storage bucket, and within that we have the context document that has been supplied. For you, if you want, you can supply any number of documents here relevant to the context, of course. Now going back to the agent, I'm just going to add the context here, select the review index, and it will pick up the context for me. All right. Another thing you will notice here is in the system prompt, you have the option to select what kind of model you want to select. So in this case, we are making use of Claude, but if you want, you can select with any other GPT models. All right. So now that I have supplied all the information, I'm just going to quickly test this. We have the review index and the tool, save and debug. It will provision the solution and then we are going to ask questions to the chat agent. And it has opened up the chat dialog box. Okay, I'm going to ask what are the mandatory documents required for loan process. It's going to run the model and generate the response for me. All right. It's now going calling the tool in the backend, and then it will give me the response. All right, so it has listed out mandatory details as loan amount, application ID, name, loan type, and supporting documents as valid identification, proof of income, all of that. All right, let me ask a different question. What should be the monthly EMI for a loan of 50,000 at 12% interest for 24 months? All right. Um, Again, it's going to call the tool and give me back the calculation results. Okay, it has given me the EMI calculation formula and the monthly EMI details. So for a loan of 50,000, I would need approximately 2,348 rupees. Now I'm going to stop this and publish this process to the orchestrator. Okay, it says solution deployment failed during validation. Check deployment details. All right, so we are having an issue with the context. So in this case, what you could do is just simply go to the index that you have created, and you can solve this conflict by clicking on use existing. Once it's linked, you can just validate and then deploy. All right, so once you have deployed it, it should be available to the workspace. All right, now it's time to test our agent. So we'll go to the agents. We'll go to the conversational agents, and then this is the agent that we created, and we click on chat now. Okay, so here I'm going to give the prompt. Send me the list of required documents and credit score information for a sum of $100,000 for 24 months at 10% interest, and send it to this mail ID. So as soon as I give the prompt, it will start working on the prompt with the tool. All right, so if I go back, it should be able to call the Gmail tool and then send it over the mail. So it's calling the tool, and then if I go back, okay, so I have got this mail, loan documents information. I'd like to provide you with the information, all the required documents and the credit score information. All right, so this is how we can create the conversation agents and send the data via the API workflows. Thanks for watching.